First thing, when you kick in a door, what happens is this part got split. So what you might have to do is take the piece of trim, clamshell trim, out of your way first. So in order to do that, you're going to take on an obtuse angle and you're going to strike the paint so you don't get it out, and then you're going to easily pry this back. And don't go too far until it all just comes right out. Once the clamshell molding is off here, this broken part will be here. So you take out these two screws. Now these two screws are going to be replaced. You're going to drill a hole a little bit deeper this way later, but not now. Now the next thing you're going to do is this part's split. So what you want to do, if the split part fits in, you were talking about putting a clamp on there. Well, you don't need a clamp if you take two screws and screw this way, pulling the piece in that way. So the two screws will go through here. But in order not to split the wood, you want to get something called a countersink bit, so that the head of the screw sinks under. Just ask for a countersink bit, and that way when you screw in the screws in here and here and in here, you put your glue on first, then you screw it in, and then when you screw it in, it should suck it in so you almost don't even see a line. Next thing you do is you sand the heck out of it. Get a heavy grit sandpaper, then a lighter grit sandpaper, maybe an 80 grit to a higher grit sandpaper, and then get it nice and smooth, and then go down and take a picture of it and and see if they can match the paint color with the picture, and make sure it's a semi-gloss or a gloss paint, semi-gloss, or whatever finish the paint is. Take a look at finishes and you'll see what I mean by finishes of paint. The finish of a trim is usually a semi-gloss or a gloss paint. I go with semi-gloss. Some people go with satin, but I think you should go with semi-gloss. That's what's usually used. Then when you put these screws back in, you drill the hole a little bit deeper and you put longer screws in there. See, the only thing that you didn't see on the video is you saw somebody use a clamp to hold it. I saw the same guy. I said, why are you using a clamp? A clamp isn't going to hold it forever. It's just glue holding it. So all you need to do is screw in this direction. If you screw in this direction, it's not going to do that much. You want to screw in the direction that it's broken to hold the piece in. Then sand it down and it should work. Now you're not going to see it on another video. And I don't want to say it because, yeah I do, I want to say it because other people don't think about using a screw. And then you gently put the trim back on and repaint, and you're done. The only major thing you have to worry about is not cracking the trim. Thanks, Christian.